What's going on, everybody? It's Justin coming at you with another video. So anyways, I just wanted to do this video that I wanted to do for a while, and it's called Unsure Women. Now, for us guys, we've dealt with a lot of unsure women in our lives, and it all stems down to certain things that a woman might be unsure about. Now, most of the time, women are good at giving hints to guys, and some of the times guys can't take the hints, and then the women either spell it out or it ends up in a total fight or a total disaster with something much more major happening. Now, if you're a guy out there, it's a good idea to always try to identify the signs and try to be a little bit more on top of things. You know, some of the signs might be a woman might be unsure is that she's not happy. You know, the chemistry in the relationship has gone south. You know, if you're always used to being really giddy with each other, and you're used to spending quality time, and she's hugging you and kissing you and, you know, won't take her arms off of you, and then that all of a sudden just stops, you know, cold turkey, and she's pushing you away, telling her get out of my space, you know, going out with her friends, or just, you know, making excuses in general about a lot of things, then you know that there's something wrong. A lot of the time women are unsure because there comes a point in their life where they feel like their ticker is ticking and they don't know if they're with the right person. Maybe they've been with the guy for a long period of time and they're unsure if things aren't going towards like more of a, you know, a marriage and family type of setting. Some women can get cold feet like that, and they can even get cold feet if you ask them to marry them too. You know, they might say, whoa, what's going on here? But if you've been with them a long time when they do that, then obviously there's something else that's wrong. Most women sometimes, you know, believe it or not, because of all the social media that's out there and a lot of the choices that we do have thanks to all these dating websites and opportunities to hook up and things like that, makes it a lot more difficult for a woman to make an actual positive choice, and even more so a guy sometimes, because, you know, we have all this choice out there and we're thinking that we're missing out on something in life and that the grass is always greener on the other side. But that's not always the case, though, because not everyone is the same. And I hate how women peg men who think that they're all pigs and that all they care about is sex, and that, you know, if they don't get what they want, they're going to take off. Well, in that instance right there, the reason the guy's taking off is because he's lost his attention towards this woman because she's being exactly how she's being, and he's going to go and he's going to find a woman who wants to be with him and who he wants to, who he has a general attraction towards, and that they have things in common, hopefully, and, you know, she's good in the sack. But, you know, women who are unsure need to sit down and think about things. Now, if a woman is in her, you know, 20s to mid 20s, I understand that. But if you're in your 30s or older, you need to start thinking about the rest of your life, because, you know, most women have trouble conceiving after the age of 37 is what I've been told many times. And as you get older, it's harder to conceive. And, you know, like, guys are good for a very long time, but women only have a certain time period they can safely have a healthy child in. So that's why they also get worried as well. And, you know, like, there's many other things that happen. So guys out there, if your girlfriend or even your wife, if you're married, it's a little bit more complicated. But if your significant other is being, you know, any of the following I just mentioned, or if they actually have the gall to sit down and talk with you and say things aren't right, then you definitely know something is not right. And it's your job to actually fix it. And a lot of guys out there just kick back watching TV and don't do the things to keep their wife interested in them. And, you know, you have to roll the ball in the court sometimes in order to make things much more interesting. You have to stir the pot up, so to speak, because women love that. Women love attention. Women love to be gifted. A lot of them do, you know, even just going out and buying some flowers for her once in a while and say, I love you, babe. You know, they like that sort of thing. And some women don't like that either too, but just doing the little things for them, you know, and like helping out around the house and, you know, maybe cooking a meal once in a while, you know, that makes them appreciate you a lot more. And, you know, when a woman starts to be unsure about things, it's for a lot of different reasons I've just mentioned. And, you know, in the end, she wants to make sure that you're going to be a good family person, that you're going to be a good father to any children she might bear for you. So with all that said, keep an eye open for the signs, and if you start noticing some of these signs, try to take some steps to diffuse them. But if it continues, I would take her aside and have a conversation with her about what's wrong. And if she doesn't want to tell you, eventually she will tell you. But hopefully she doesn't tell you in a way where she's saying, I'm leaving and I'm never coming back, and never gives you the benefit of the doubt to talk about it, because I believe that's wrong. You know, sit down as a couple, talk about it, and try to work things out. And if you can't, and it comes to a point where you're not compatible anymore, then it's just best to go your separate ways and try to find someone else. And in a marriage situation, I know that's a lot more difficult, but in this day and age, it seems to be happening a lot more. So be careful what you do, everybody. And guys, pay attention to the signs, because women are trying to tell you something. Even if it's in a text message or they don't sound the same on the phone, if they're not really telling you too much, then there's something wrong on a text message. If you're saying, hey, I love you, babe, you're awesome, and they're giving you a two-worded answer, something's wrong. Talk to them, tell them what's going on. You can even tell by the sound of their voice. Anyways, take it easy, everybody. Comments, questions below in the box. And remember, subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye for now.